Hey, what's going on, my friends? Misha Wilson here, coming at you bright and early on Monday morning from the car here on South Kia Road. And hey, in today's video, I wanted to talk about specifically content. I'm creating content right now, and I wanted to talk about the differentiator between whether your content will go ahead and be consumed by your audience on a regular basis, whether people will tune in, listen to you, follow you, eventually buy from you, etc. So what you need to realize is that I personally think there's way too much emphasis on content in your marketing, and there's not enough emphasis on the fact that the differentiator between whether or not your content goes ahead and gets read and taken seriously and builds goodwill with your readership is the person putting the content out, right? And that's something you engineer in your marketing. So I know specifically in my own personal experience, whenever I get an email from a certain person, a certain probably 5 people, I immediately open the email and click the link in the email based on the relationship that they've gone ahead and built with me, right? But the content itself isn't what necessarily builds the relationship. Usually the character behind the content, the attractive character, the backstory of the person, what the person stands for, what the person stands against, you know, the similarities I've had with that individual, the struggles, the pains, the frustrations that that individual has dealt with and gone ahead and overcome are things that I can go ahead and relate to, and that's why I feel a connection, a bond with that individual. But the only reason I know what those things are is because that person has gone ahead and told me their story. They've gone ahead and expressed their views on the world. They've gone ahead and taken it beyond just the creation of content, right? So is their content good? Yeah, of course. Their content's usually awesome, because usually if they're going ahead and implementing stuff when it comes to character building, attractive character, they're good enough of a marketer to be able to put out good content, right? But the only reason I listen to their content is because of the character behind the content. So a little bit ethereal, but realize that the biggest differentiator in your marketing, it's not gonna be a subject line, it's not gonna be a little traffic tactic, it's not gonna be some ground floor strategy that you get involved with. The biggest differentiator will be how you can go ahead and develop a bond with your audience and how much of a strong tie your audience has to you, and how you get really good at creating a really strong bond with your audience is getting really good at telling your stories, getting really good at becoming polarizing, at becoming really good at, you know, expressing your views on the world, what you stand for, what you stand against, who you are in the marketplace, whether you're a leader, whether you're, you know, a reluctant hero who doesn't really want to be in the spotlight, but knows that the information they have needs to be out in the world, so they're there and they're helping people, right? Building that persona that people can follow. Think of it as like, you know, the popular TV show Californication, right? Hank Moody, he just kind of gets, you watch the show because he just kind of gets through life on a daily basis. He struggles through life. You can relate to him to a certain extent. You kind of are there with his adventures, going through that daily kind of soap operas that he goes ahead and goes through. But the bond that you have with his character is extremely deep, and that's why you keep tuning in. And that's what you want to go ahead and do in your marketing. So I would highly recommend going ahead and studying the attractive character. There's a reason I'm always telling my story of being $9,755 in debt to hitting 6 figures in less than a year, then scaling to multiple 6 figures, etc. There's a reason I'm always tying that into my marketing, because it creates relatability with my marketing. There's a reason I'm always going ahead and scorning refunders and then going ahead and rewarding people who invest in themselves, who go ahead and, you know, show that they're serious about their business, etc. Because I'm showing what I stand for and I'm showing what I stand against. There's a reason why I'm constantly going ahead and referencing my leadership abilities based on the fact that I'm looking to build a persona as a leader in the marketplace. And when you do those things, your audience knows you on a larger level based on the backstory, based on what you stand for, based on what you stand against, etc. They know who you are as an individual, they can relate to you, and as a result, they go ahead and tune in and listen to your content. So having said that, guys, I know it's a little bit deeper than, you know, just how to set up a solo ad, how to do this, how to do that. But check out the attractive character, start studying the attractive character. If you implement in your business, it will have huge positive effects. And I hope you guys have a great week. I'm gonna go ahead and get some work done here, head up to the office, but I'll talk with all of you very soon.